Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm a presenter with the Louisville Children's Museum. And this is my assistant Mallory. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Ohio River and kind of a bad thing with it, the pollution. The Ohio River is 981 miles long. It goes through 6 states and gives 6 million people drinking water. But what happens when the quality of water gets worse and things get in the water that aren't supposed to be there? And it hurts the fish and the habitats. Well, we're going to see about that today. Things like dirt, grass, litter, soaps, oils, paints, chemicals, animal waste. All those things can get in the water and not only hurt the water supply, but our fish. So we're going to do 2 different experiments today. The first one is going to be just with water, and the second one is going to be with our fish. Okay, our first experiment is just with water. So Mallory's going to help me out. Our first glass, we're going to pour a little bit of motor oil in it. Now, motor oil gets into the supply when we kind of pour it down drains when we're not supposed to. Good. So you can kind of see how it's kind of swirling around in there. Good, perfect. Now the second one is going to be some soil. When we get soil in the water that's not really supposed to be there, what happens? Pretty dirty. And our third one is going to be some chemicals. So see how it's already kind of turning that water green, and it's got some things floating in it. Now this last jar down here, I put all of these things in and I left it for about 24 hours. So Mallory's going to pick it up and shake it really hard. There you go. Now look at all that stuff floating around in there. That is not good. Would you want to drink that? I doubt it. Okay. So our second experiment is kind of with the same things, but I've got my little sponge fish guys here who are going to help us out. So our sponges are kind of absorbent like a fish's gills would be. So we're going to kind of see what happens to these fish when we add these pollutants that we don't want in there. So our first one is the oil. Okay, that's good. And kind of stir that up on that guy. Poor fish. Oh no. Good. All right, our second one is just going to be litter. So stuff that, trash and stuff that people get, that leave on the ground. And so we're going to sprinkle that on them. Now, what do you think happens to that fish when you leave trash? It gets stuck on them, stuck in their gills, and they can't breathe well.
Stuck on, oh, I clipped them.
And our last one is going to be our soil and grass. That poor guy is not going to be able to breathe in that water. Now, I put all of these crazy things into this bowl and put my fish in there. My fish, and I left it for 24 hours. So let's see what it looks like now. Are you ready? Oh,
He's moldy.
Oh, our poor fish. You can't even see him in there. Wow, the water is super green and yucky. And look at that slime on the lid. Poor fish.
He's all moldy.
He's all moldy. So next time you go to the river or to the lakes, remember to do your part. So you want to make sure that you're not putting things down drains that aren't supposed to be there. You want to make sure that you're recycling and picking up your litter at the park. And if you see something that needs to be thrown in the trash, please do. You can try this experiment at home with just regular water jars and any kind of stuff that you might even have in your garage. But if you take care of it and get rid of it the correct way, hopefully it won't be a problem. Thanks.